Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are just going to talk about one of the important topic in networking, that is called ether channel, and it is also called port channel. So we are just going to deep dive into this today, and we would also be discussing about CDP and LLDP, what CDP is and what LLDP is. So all those things we are just going to see it practically also. So let me just take you into the packet tracer, from where we will start how we configure this port channel. So let me just take two switches here. This is switch 1 and this is switch 2, right? So let me just make the connection between both the switches. So I will just take this automatic cable and I will connect to my different switch. So it is connected. So let it up. Let me just fast forward this so that the link will up, right? So guys, as you can see this, like connection between switch 1 and switch 2 is up now, right? So let me just name it as switch 1 and I'll name it as switch 2, right? So there is no issue when we connect only single cable between two different devices. But what if I will connect one more cable to the switch, then what will happen, that we are just going to see. Now we have connected one more cable to the same switch. Now in the backend, one process is going on that is called STP, spanning tree protocol. Basically STP is used for loop prevention. So once we connect two cables with the switch, so one link will be automatically down by this STP, right? So the only the first link is up. So if I'll show you, let me just remove the port labels. So as you can see, this second link is in the down state, right? And if I'll take you into the switch and if I'll run one command, one second guys. So if I'll say show spanning tree, so guys, as you can see this, only the first link is up, second link is automatically going down, right? So it is in the forward state and this is in the block state. So FWD states that this is forwarding the traffic and BLK states that like it is blocking the traffic from the other port. It is because of this spanning tree. Now our today's topic is ether channel, and we call it as port channel also. Let me just mention it here: ether channel and port channel, right? Now, so with the help of this ether channel, what we can do is we can configure the ether channel on both the switches, and after configuring the ether channel, like both the links would be in the up state and we can forward the traffic from both the links at the same time. It will also increase the bandwidth. Let me just give you an example. Let's say we have 100 Mbps links and we have two cables connected. So we would be having 100 plus 100, that is 200. So data traffic could be forwarded through 200 Mbps link, and at the same time both the links will forward the traffic. So let me just configure this port channel. I'll just come to my switch 1 and let me just name it here also. Host name SW1. This is done. Now let me just go to this. Now before I move further, I would like to show you something which we have discussed in the beginning, CDP, right? So I will run one command. I'll just show CDP neighbors. So guys, as you can see this, it is clearly showing you the link status, like, because we have two links. Link 1 is connected to fast Ethernet 0/1 and the other link is also connected to fast Ethernet 0/1, and this link is connected to fast Ethernet 0/2 and the same is also connected to 0/2. So basically CDP is Cisco Discovery Protocol, and it helps you to look into the port where exactly this particular port is going on. As of now, we have connected the same port to from both the devices. First number port is connected to first, second is connected to second. What if I'll connect it to a different port? Then how can we figure it out where that link is going? So let me just change it, or let me just connect it to 24. Right, let me just fast forward this, and I will do the same thing once again. Show CDP neighbors. Now guys, now you can see this, my second link is connected to fast Ethernet 0/2 and it is going to fast Ethernet 0/24. Right, so it will give you the clear picture about its connected devices. We can call it as a neighbor also. Who is the neighbor, like where this cable is connected? So similar to this CDP, we have one more protocol called LLDP, that is Linked Layer Discovery Protocol. So that is basically used in non-Cisco devices. We can use in Cisco devices also, but Cisco is already having one proprietary protocol that is called CDP, and by default that is enabled also. So we will be talking about this LLDP also, and how do we configure that LLDP that we are also going to see practically also, right? So let me just configure this ether channel and then we will see. Now I'll go to the global configuration mode, and but before doing that, let me just connect this to fast Ethernet 0/2 also, 2 only, for our better understanding. So interface range FA0/1-2. First of all, we have to go into this interface, right? Here, if you don't know the command, so what you can do is you can press the question mark here, right? So as you can see this, it is going to give you the list of all the commands which can be performed in your global configuration mode. So today we are just going to talk about this channel group. We are just going to run this channel group command, channel dash group. Again, you can press the question mark if you don't remember the command, because we have to put one number, like there is a range. So I'll just show you. So we can have 1 to 6, right? It means we can have 6 channel group at the same time, right? So I'll just go with 1. Again, I'll press the question mark. Then we have to define the mode, which mode we are talking about, mode, then again the question mark. Now guys, you can see this, like in the beginning we have discussed about this PAGP, right? Now we will be talking about this PAGP and LACP, right? So PAGP is port aggregation protocol and LACP is link aggregation protocol. So when we talk about this Cisco devices, in Cisco devices we use this PAGP, and if it is a non-Cisco devices, then we will go with this LACP. So the important thing here is to be noted is in the case of this PAGP, we have auto and desirable, right? And in LACP we have active and passive, right? So we are just going to configure this PHP only. So we are just going to say, so what exactly we need to do here is, like, if we are configuring this PHP, so we'll have to, one side we have to take it as auto and the other side we have to take it as desirable, right? So I'll say auto, right? So all the links state change to up, right? Let me just write this by this do write command. So the same thing I have to perform on the other switch also. I'll come to this switch, let me just name it also, right? Interface range fa0/1-2. Same thing, if you don't remember the command, channel group command we are going to perform. Channel group. Here one important thing is to be noted here is, like, you have to make use of the same number which you have previously used for switch 1. One more, this time we'll make it as desirable. Let me write this configuration and let me just fast forward this. So guys, as you can see this, now both of my links are in the up state. Now we can send the traffic from any of the link. So at the same time both the links will forward the traffic. Let me just give you the example of this, like how it is going to work for you. And one more benefit of, like, configuring this ether channel or the port channel is that, like, if any of your link is going down, so the other link will take the responsibility and it will forward the traffic. So I'll show you that also. So this is connected. Let me just give the IP address to my end devices. So I am going to take the IP address of class B, 172.16.0.1. So I'm just going to take the subnet mask as default /16, and here I'm not going to define any gateway because we are not going to talk about any different network. So both the things are connected on the same network. So I will just close it. In the other device I'm just going to put the IP address as 172.16.0.2. I'm not going to define the gateway here also. I will save it and I will try to communicate from here to here. Let me just make it a note for you. This is the IP address which we have configured on this machine, and this is the IP address which we have configured here. Right, so let me just ping it from here. I'll just go to the command prompt. Let me just adjust it here. See this, as you can see this, I'm able to communicate to my different device. Now what I'm going to do, one second. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to down one of my link and then we will see whether our traffic is flowing or not, right? So let me just go to the switch, enable, configure terminal, show IP interface brief. As you can see this, it has automatically created a channel group, right? Port channel 1, and these are the links which are showing in the up state. up, right? Third link is also up because that is going to my end device. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shut this particular port, and then we'll see whether the traffic is flowing, we are able to ping it or not. As you can see, this communication is happening as of now. I will just keep it here. Configure terminal interface FA0/1 shutdown. So guys, as you can see, this first of my link is down and still my traffic is smoothly flowing, right? So this is the benefit. Like in any case, any of your link is going down, then you will never ever see any downtime by configuring this port channel. And the other benefit which we have also discussed is that it is also going to increase the bandwidth, because both the links are going to forward the traffic, right? So this was all for this PHEP, and now we are just going to look into this LACP also, right? So we will configure that also, and then we will see. So let me just close it, and let me just make this port up also. No shit, right? Now this port is also going to be up. Both the ports are up, right? So let me just give you the another example of this LACP also. I'm just going to take two switches, right? I will make use of this automatic cable to make the connection. So this is one single cable, right? Let me just fast forward this. Link is up. Let me just connect one more cable. Second link is going to be blocked by the STP as a default. Now let me just name this as Delhi, and let me just name this as Bangalore, right? So let's start the configuration. 1 second, guys. Host name Delhi. Configuration is saved, and I'll make it as, I'll just give the name as Bangalore. Enable configure terminal, host name Bangalore, right? So this part is over. Now we have to configure this. We have to configure this through LACP, right? So there is one command called no CDP. 1 second. First of all, I'll have to go into the port. So show IP interface brief. So we have fast Ethernet 0/1 and 2 is connected, right? So I'm just going to configure terminal, and if I'll interface range FA0/1-2 no CDP second, guys. No CDP enabled, right? We have to perform this command first so that we can we can take it as a different device. We are treating it as this is not a Cisco device, so that's so that we can configure this LACP, right? So here we will say run LLDP. One second guys, interface range FA0/1-2 run LLDP. One second. Where's LLDP run? Sorry, it's LLDP enable. One second guys. LLDP run, right? So it is running, and if we see do right show LLDP neighbors, so it will give you the neighbor information once your LLDP is configured at both sides, right? So LLDP is enabled, so let me just enable this LLDP at the other end also. LLDP one second. Configure terminal. First of all, you see this run LLDP, so it is not running, right? So because by default it is running with this CDP, right? So we'll have to disable that first. Interface range FA0/1-2 no CDP neighbor, no CDP enable, right? Now I'll go back one step back, run LLDP. One second guys, LLDP run, it's running. LLDP run, it's not run LLDP, it is LLDP run. So LLDP is running, so let me just save the configuration. So the configuration is saved. Let me just go back to my first switch where we will start configuring this Ether channel, and we will see how we configure this LACP, right? Configure terminal interface range FA0/1-2. Same thing we are going to do. Channel group, rest everything is same. Channel dash group, we can take any number between 1 to 6. This time we will take 2. Mode, as you see this, because we have configured this LLDP, so we are just going to make use of this active and passive. You see this, active is for LACP, link aggregation protocol, passive is also for LLDP. So the first device we will make it as active, and the other we will make it as passive. Active, so configuration is written. So let me just run the same command in the other switch also. Configure terminal interface FA0/1-2 interface range, right, and channel group, same number we have to make use of. That's what I'm taking it as 2. Mode question mark, and I'll make it as passive. right? Let me just fast forward this and see this, guys. So both the links are in the upstate now, and let me just run this LLDP here. Show LLDP equals. See this, guys. So both the links are in the upstate, right? And if I'll run this spanning tree command here, then you will see this difference. Show spanning tree. So guys, you can see this now. This time it is not showing those ports. Instead of that, it is showing the port channel number 2, which we have recently configured. So it is telling the spanning tree that this is only one link, right? But in reality, these are 2 links. So that is what it is not blocking the ports, right, guys? So this was all for today, and I will be coming up with a new video that would be very helpful for you guys, in which I will be showing with you the complete practical how you can re-image your routers or switches, right? In any case, if your software for this switch or the router is not working, there is some issue with the software. So all those things we are going to discuss in detail. What is Roman mode, right? When your software in the device is corrupted, so your system will work in Roman mode. So how we can re-update the software. So all those things we will be seeing in detail. So bye for now. Thank you for watching my video, and hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.